Remember, you gotta push A to jump.
Cause I was, dude, I was just.
I did the same thing.
Easy go.
So we gotta take over here. Turn around, dude. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's 6 Gear Freak. You're joining AGG, and we're playing some Ghost Recon Wildlands. This is the Operation Spade mission that they gave us. Playboy and I haven't really played Wildlands in a while, so this is kind of a flashback or going back for a little bit for us. But here we are. We started the mission. We have to come up here and we have to start. We have to talk to Scott Mitchell. He's going to give us the details on where we can meet up with our point of contact. Playboy jumping in front of me because apparently I can't talk to Scott. He's got to do it.
Long time no see, boss.
Hope
Olivia is treating you well. It's kept us busy.
As long as you're on the clock, we have a new situation I was hoping you could help with.
Shoot.
Turns out there's more to Bolivia than weapons-grade cocaine. They've discovered uranium lurking under all those plants, and they've started mining it.
Shit.
It gets worse. We have intel that says Russian ultra-nationalists are helping them in exchange for getting their hands on some of it.
That's solid.
We have a ghost on the ground there. A sharp new kid who's infiltrated Unidad posing as a Russian agent. Codename Little Brother.
Cute.
Unidad is sending samples of this uranium to Russia soon, and we need to intercept it. Get in touch with Little Brother, and he'll walk you through the op.
And when you play these games, AGG style, is always silent. We always got to be stealthy.
Let me make sure I got silencer on my shit. I don't.
Hot damn. Mitchell
Better hurry up and get that shit, man.
I hope he didn't get rusty behind that desk. Never happened.
No,
So now we have to go reach the rendezvous point so that way we can meet up with our POC. And look at this Jeep. Oh yeah, you know I'm driving it.
Yep, I got one too.
Let's go.
You know I'm driving.
Oh great.
Just so you know, PUBG is giving me a bad
That's a cool little.
This badass Jeep, there's no way in hell I wasn't going to drive. Give me a bad name in driving. It's only in PUBG though. And just so you know, we don't need no roads. So in this game, I've skipped ahead and gotten rid of most of the traveling, so that way you guys don't have to watch that. Now, just a little bit of a backstory. So we've reached this one point here, and you know, Playboy, myself, the rest of AGG, we've been playing Call of Duty, we've been playing, you know, PUBG, stuff like that when we stopped playing Wildlands. Wildlands, PUBG, and Call of Duty all have different flying styles. So in the very beginning of this video, you saw the spot where we both, or where I jumped off the cliff and died and Playboy followed. Well, this is the point. This is the first time. We actually had to do this twice, and the reason being is because we were so used to doing it in PUBG style that we killed ourselves the first time. So here in a couple seconds, you're going to notice a difference in daytime to kind of dusk, and the reason being is because the first time we did it was daytime. The second time we did it, it got a little bit darker, so that's what happened. But hey, it made for a funny intro, didn't it?
You get your binoculars too.
Like I said, we haven't played this game in a long time, so we're trying to remember everything at the same time too. Damn.
This parachute right on top of that thing right there. Right there where the skull is, right on top.
Now, AGG style, we like to go in, and me personally, and most of us, we like to go in there and we like to get Overwatch. We like to get eyes on wherever we're going, so that way we know what we're getting ourselves into. And check everybody out first. Do you want to hit there and try and get some Overwatch first?
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, let's see. There's a tower right here. Make sure.
And there's a door right there next to that tower. If we have to go in that way. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. All right. So after you.
So here's our second attempt. And we made it this time. Pull back.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, pull your chute.
Alright.
Yeah, we got that heli
Did
right
you mark
there.
it? I don't even know. I forget. So I hope they don't see us.
So we come in. Right away I get detected. So the biggest thing right now is on this mission is you cannot be detected. Everything has to be silent. Everything has to be clean, and you got to make sure that nobody sees you. That wouldn't even.
You can turn on your infrared if you need to.
That wasn't even Big Boy right there. That was just MK17.
Yeah.
That's right. So like I said, when we play this, it's all about being stealthy. It's about making sure that you've got everybody in your sights. So we're going to go ahead and take a look here.
Okay,
we're going to mark as many people as we can. So that way when you're inside the game that you've got an idea where everybody is. And then we moved a little bit inwards. And like I said, I'm skipping all over the place because I don't want you guys to have to watch us slowly crawl or walk in or anything like that. So, I mean, this walkthrough was like 27 minutes. You know, it would have been even longer if I'd included like us all us running or walking or creeping. So, try to cut out as much as I could. You first come in, you're going to notice these dead bodies. Exactly, see?
I see him.
So your point of contact that you're coming in here, you're going to see him soon, and he's already put down some people to give you a little bit of a interest. So technically, if you wanted to, you kind of could fly in on that skull, but me personally, I like to fly in on the outside and get a look before I walk in.
It's just what we got to get into.
Now, just a little bit of a story here. So we actually kind of played this mission twice, I'll be honest with you guys. First time we played it, we got all the way to the very end and died. And at that point, it was too late for myself and Playboy. We had to get up to go to work the next morning. So we decided to come back the next day, which you're going to see it click over here in a minute. And when we do this, we actually ended up bringing in a third part of AGG. Sinfull Devil is going to join us on the rest of this mission here. So you're going to see us switch over here in a sec.
They lock down the controls, and the only one who has the code is the chopper's pilot. So we grab him and get the code.
Here we go. So now we got 3 of us. Like I said before, I'm skipping ahead because I don't want you watching me run everywhere. But like when we do things, like I said, I like to pinpoint everybody. I like to see where everybody's at. So I'm going to go up here. I'm taking Overwatch. Boom. Now, like I said, you can't be detected. So you got to make sure that your shots don't interfere with anybody. Now, what they're talking about doing is they want to just leave because we've got a huge group of guys right here in front of us. I cannot stand leaving guys around. I personally like to take them all out as we walk through so that way I don't have to worry about somebody trying to sneak up behind me.
Why didn't you just grab the bird and go?
I'm not arguing. Spotted one with submachine guns.
They're arguing and they're talking about the POC that you meet up with right now. He talks through this whole mission. It's kind of annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm taking off. And like I said, personally, I like to do Overwatch. I like to go up. When I do these things, I like to take out the lights that I'm standing under at night, and the reason being is because if you shoot out the lights, it doesn't draw attention to you. As you see here, we're doing here. We're taking out the light bulbs so that way you can't see us in the middle of the night.
Thank you.
The reason that we do these things is because if you were to kill the generators, which would kill the lights, that draws attention.
Right behind you, sir.
We don't want to draw attention. We don't want to be detected, so that's why we're just going to shoot the lights out above us, and it makes it harder for people to see us.
Alright, come up here with me. There's going to be a couple guys up over here.
If you want to change out anything, we have a ammo kit in here.
I'm good.
Alright.
So like I said, I'm going around here, and I'm still trying to spot everything else, everybody else, so that way we got a good idea as to who's where. Ooh, look, sniper. I got that BFG 50. Ooh, look at that red mist. I love it.
Nice shot.
I know there's another sniper over there. Now I'm going to go ahead and move over to that sniper tower that I just cleared out. The guys have gone ahead and cleared out people here, so I'm moving around. Get back up here.
Oh, it's
complete my Overwatch, start taking a look over. I got Sinfull in front of me, I got Playboy moving underneath me.
Light machine gun.
See, Sinfull's over here, forward to my right. So I'm going to take a look at this 3-story building, because that's what he's asking about. Let him know that I don't see anybody.
That's not what I got equipped right now, but I just found it, so it's a weapon unlocked that I can use now.
You got a sniper up in that tower.
6. Is there anybody around him? Can you got a better...
They're giving me...
I don't know how, if you're much higher.
Yeah, I got him.
Now you see, I'm going to switch guns. The reason being is because this MK17 has a smaller noise print than some of my other guns, and when I shoot it, it's not as heard.
Doing some hacking here.
And like I said, you want to be as quiet as possible because you don't want to be detected. And had I not shot him first, he would have heard me shooting this guy. Of course, I got another sniper here, and I got that BFG 50. And what do we got? We got red mist. That's right.
Okay.
So I got Playboy right below me. He's getting ready to move. Now, the one thing that you're not going to... See that other sniper? I'll get back to what I was saying in a second.
I want to take these...
See, Playboy, he's going to take out those lights just to make sure that nobody sees him.
Who do you want me to... Who are you trying to find?
Well...
let him explain it for a second.
Guy, we can take him out later. But I remember where the pilot is.
Yeah, he's right around here somewhere.
So the one thing that you're not going to see on this walkthrough is that there was a pilot, or there is a pilot when you're doing this mission, that you have to interrogate to get the codes to fly the helicopter from. Now, because we had done it the day before, and this is our second day doing it, like I said, we've already interrogated him, but he is right, hold on. 230 meters.
Alright, so I cleared that house that was by me that had a guy in it.
Ooh, red mist. Love it. But like I said, right where Playboy is at, Playboy is moving around in this area over here to my left, and that is where you're going to go to find that pilot and interrogate him. Do not kill him. You have to interrogate him first, so that way you can get the codes to fly the helicopter. Now, like I said, I'm sitting here and still doing Overwatch. I'm giving these guys a little bit of eyes. Now, it's starting to switch over to daytime, so we're running out of the nighttime cover.
Alright, yep, my building's clear.
Alright, now that he knows that he's clear, and he's kind of assuming Overwatch where he's at right now, I'm going to go ahead and move.
I'm going to take that sniper out right here.
So they go ahead and take out the sniper. I'm moving to a different location so that way I can help Playboy over here. Because at the main entrance of the base, you're going to see that there is a you and a dad vehicle, and there are two guys. There's one guy that's over here by one door, but on the other side of that vehicle, there's another guy. You only get to see him every now and then. But there is a second guy, and if you shoot that one guy, the second guy will be notified that you're there, and then the game...
Hang on, let me, hold on, I'm right here, I'm going to look under the truck.
But you're going to see here a second, Playboy's going to move over to where he gets a pretty good vantage point. Right, yep, see? He can see the guy.
I can't spot, I can't
and just FYI, that kind of invisible guy that's following Playboy around, that's your POC for this mission.
No, he's moving.
He's got some, like, alien special camo.
I'm on the other guy.
Now I'm going to give you guys a theater view of the teamwork sniper kill here.
You take one?
Alright.
Yep, I got one. Ready?
Alright.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Look at that.
Nice.
Alright, shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Now, see, we got suspected because Sinfull wasn't paying attention to who was around him. And like I was saying earlier, that if you have to be careful with your shots, because if you shoot somebody over somebody, or you shoot somebody within a distance of where you're at, you'll get suspected. Now, had Sinfull shot this guy first, it wouldn't have been an issue. Now, technically, I could get him from where I'm at, and I even moved to get a better vantage point, but Sinfull says he wants him, so we're going to let Sinfull take him.
I'll take him out.
Give you guys front row seat on that, too. Ooh, look at that.
Alright, good shit.
Alright, so like I said, you have to be very careful with your shots. You have to plan your shots so that way you're not shooting over somebody or you're not shooting near somebody because it will alert them and then you're going to have to start the mission all over again and you don't want to do that.
But
now, me personally, I like to take out the alarms, and the reason being is because, you know, the theory is if you take out the alarms, they can't call ahead, but they always do.
Target is down.
Now, Sinfull's taken out of the people, and I was just about to take off and catch up with him. However, I noticed that when I passed this building, there were some files in it, so I'm going to turn around and run back and get them real quick.
I'm coming up on the pilot's going to be over here.
You see, you go through this back door off to your right in the building on the desk. It's going to be right there. Go ahead and pick up those files. And I'm going to go ahead and run out this front door, and I'm going to catch up with them. I'm going to move to the next sniper tower because, like I said, I'm going to get some overwatch. Now, it is completely daylight now, so we are, you know, more in the open. However, we have taken out a lot of these guys, so we don't have to worry about as much. And being the fact that we've highlighted most of the people here, we know where everybody is.
But we're carrying their uranium. They wouldn't shoot us down.
So back to getting some overwatch. And I'm starting to look around.
That'd be insane.
And Sinfull found 2 of the guys that we had marked. This is why marking your guys is always very important. But now that they saw him, we've got little markers on them. We know where they're at. Now, like I said, we're suspected, so you have to be undetected this whole time.
They're coming. If they come through this door, I'm just gonna light them up.
No,
normally these guys walk on a little bit of a path, but they're
walking off.
actually sitting there waiting, which was
like
different.
Walk off. Give them a minute.
Now I'm noticing that they're not moving, so I'm going to go ahead and say something.
I don't have eyes on the second one.
I tell you what. Okay, which one are you hitting?
And with a little bit of teamwork,
I can hit one easily, but I can't see number 2.
Okay, so you hit 1. I'm gonna drill 2. I'll count it down. I'm gonna pop out and hit him when you shoot. Ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
I took out 1. He took out number 2. We're good to go.
All right.
Now I noticed we got the guys over here.
2 by the helicopter.
Boy, that
Hold
was
on.
close.
Yeah.
How do we turn off the generator? We hit it with C4 or what?
No, you can go walk up to it and turn it off.
Well, it's
Now the
daytime,
reason
so
we didn't
turn it off.
Yeah.
The reason we didn't turn it off earlier is because of the fact that it was nighttime. And like I said, at nighttime, when you turn off the generator, it shuts off the electricity. It notifies everybody that you're there, and you want to be not suspected on this map. I see myself another set of alarms, so of course I'm going to go ahead and take them out.
Okay. Well.
All right, Sin, you
I
got.
skipped ahead a little bit.
Hold on.
Sinfull's working back around, getting himself to a good, better
this
spot.
way,
I'm going to mark somebody.
I'll take out the guy behind him. Come towards me.
Okay, hold on. Yep,
And we're going to do our
He's
team
over
sniper
in front of
shots
the
again.
helicopter. If you can take out the guy in front of the
I got
helicopter.
him. I got him.
All right, hold on. All right, you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Shoot.
Love those team shots. Those are so
Alright, I
awesome.
got 2 more guys right over here with me.
So when
I
we've
don't
got
have
2 more
eyes,
guys that we know about, but however, I don't have
I'm right here.
sights,
I'm right here,
so
Cat.
I'm going to move. Playboy's already there, but I still need to move forward so we can work with this mission.
Scope and hit
Oh
A.
shit.
However,
There.
man, luckily these guys weren't paying attention because that would have been it.
Okay, yeah. We can, all right.
Now, one thing you have to
Hey,
watch
we
out
need to
is
open up. Shit, hang on.
I got
you
one.
have to
You
watch
get
where
the
these
other.
guys are at because, as you're going to see here,
Okay,
Right.
I can hit either number.
now that guy
Go
got
now, go
alerted
now.
on the dead bodies that we had, so we had to
You're
shoot
welcome.
them both very quick. Luckily, I didn't have
Where
a shot on it,
behind
so
me?
Playboy was right behind me.
I'm right
He was
behind
able to
you.
get the shot.
Okay,
So now here's tactic number 2 that we use.
All right, Sin, the big boy is yours.
Okay.
Sin's gonna take the Fat Boy and fly that, and I'm gonna fly another helicopter and be a decoy.
That Cobra back there?
I'm gonna be a decoy.
There's a lot of dudes over there by the Cobra.
We still need to turn the power down. 6, you're gonna hit the power.
I'll go. Yeah, I got the power.
So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and move over here towards the generator so we can shut off the power. We're shutting off the power for 2 reasons. One, there is a SAM site. Killing the power kills the SAM site as well as the alarms and the radar. So, like I said before, what we tend to do every time we're doing missions where we have an airplane or a helicopter that we've got to land somewhere, we always fly 2. We fly the one helicopter that you got to land or the one airplane that you got to land somewhere, and then we fly a second one as a decoy. And the reason being is because with another helicopter, you can be the decoy. You can take the heat while somebody else on your team is getting that helicopter or that airplane where it's got to go.
All right, same here.
The way that the game is built is that you have the ability to either be saved or be respawned on your team. So therefore, if you die, you don't have to worry about anything. So, like I said, I've got my teammates. I got Playboy and Sinfull on the helicopter that we have to fly, and I'm going to take the helicopter that I'm going to allow them to shoot at, basically. Now, I do want to put this out here that, like I said before, we've been playing Blackout, we've been playing PUBG and other games, and the aspects or the way to fly things on those games are not like anything on this game, as well as our settings had reset. Last time we were playing this, you needed both thumbsticks to fly the helicopter. And because my helicopter or my settings reset, you only need one now. And I was having issues here. I used to be able to fly, but as you'll see, I start to get it a little bit. And because we played this game as much, we've been playing it, you know, more lately, that I'm actually a lot better flyer now again. But the reason we're flying low is because when you're flying up top, the SAM sites can lock onto you. Part of the reason I would fly higher is just because of the fact that I wanted them to lock onto me. I want these guys not to be seen. You see, I'm going to move forward a little bit. Now, like I said, I'm usually a lot better than that. And I'm definitely a lot better than that now, but you do need to fly in between these canyons. If you try to fly another way, the SAMs will lock onto you like crazy. So this is the fastest way to get through your from the base to where you have to go without getting killed. So now I'm telling him to stay low so that way I can go over top.
Alright, I'm coming in
as well as he won't get shot by SAMs. Now here I go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start taking the brunt of everything.
Why are you smoking, Nate? What'd you hit?
No telling.
And here we go. Unidad is on me. Look at that. I've got 1, 2, 3 helicopters chasing me. They're already shooting at me. And I start taking the beat. As you can see, they've already started hitting me. They're chasing me down. I died. I let them kill me. I let my teammates go ahead and land the helicopter safely because the Unidad were so focused on me, they didn't pay them any mind. So I respawned. I went ahead, called in another helicopter, and now I'm flying. Now, see, you can do this thing because as long as you guys are on the same mission, then you still get the points for it. It still counts as a complete.
At least we got you away from your desk. With the mosquitoes down here, I'm about to go back.
I'm gonna go ahead and join the team.
Than the office politics.
You might have something there. I need to make a call to the decontamination unit to check on the shipment. Why don't you and your team wait for me?
Alright, so now that you've talked to Scott Mitchell, they're going to tell you that you have to go down to the rally point. Guys are going to give me a little bit of grief here because they didn't make it the way they did. Now, they're going to walk, but why would you walk when you got a Jeep like this? I mean, come on, look at it. So I'm going to go ahead and zip through me driving over rocks in the mountains in this thing, and it just bouncing all over the place. And this is it. This is the end of the first part of Silent Spade. Now, I'm going to go ahead and enter into this thing. You're going to see the guy, Scott Mitchell, and you're going to see a little brother. They're going to start talking and giving you parts of step 2. There is a second part of the mission to Silent Spade. Now, this is our first walkthrough. I know that a lot of people have done this, but this is something that we're going to start doing a little bit of. And if you guys liked it, we'll go ahead and put on the other missions as well. So give us hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and let us know. All right, appreciate it, guys, and talk to y'all soon.
I'm glad you had your team in place here, Nomad. If the Russians suspect the U.S. of getting involved here, it could make things tense.
Dude, it won't let me in because
from what I heard of you, Dad, there's a power struggle going on inside the Russian government. They don't know what faction they're working with. They just care about the color that.
How much? Shit. We have a situation.
What's the snafu?
It won't let me
Part
in.
of the package you just delivered is missing.
What the fuck?
What?
How
You'll
much?
still get the credit
Enough
for
that
it,
we can't just round it
all
off.
we're doing is
We
just
need to
showing
lay
the
hands
cutscene.
on it. Immediately.
I hate to say this, sir, but if time's an issue, we should bring
Garbage.
Bowman in on this.
Make it happen.
Bowman, got a situation here. We intercepted a shipment of uranium headed to Russia, but a good chunk of it's gone missing. I need to know what you know about this.
Wait, this is the first I've heard of this. Are we dating other people now?
It's an internal GOSOP.
Family first, I get it. I did hear some scuttlebutt about a shipment Santa Blanca's transferring in a freight train station in Inca Camina. That might be your tango.
Thanks. I owe you one.
No? I owe you one less.
Kozak, head back to that Unidad base and see if you can figure out where that shipment went. Nomad, take your crew to Inca Camina and follow up on that lead.
Good by me. Let's see which one of us strikes gold first. Hey, this isn't a game. Stay on your toes and try not to screw up. I'll see you at the finish line.
Are you shooting the house?
No.
Yeah, I keep telling myself I was
I just
just
saw
as
like
cocky
some
at that
bullets
age.
and shit. You are, aren't
I
you?
don't believe that for a second.
It's the
Thanks,
best deck
that's
I've ever
crazy
seen.
because I could see
Real
it
wizard.
on the cutscene.
We almost lost him to Skeletex, but lucky enough for us, he wanted to work in the field.
Yeah, I could see it
One of the
coming through, and
youngest
it was like
ghosts
the
ever.
cutscene. You could see it in the cutscene.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Oh, I could.
Wonder if it'll let me go in there now. No. Fucking game. Can I shoot